Live from downtown Vancouver at the Vancouver Film School campus, it's time for EP Live. Hey, welcome to EPN. My name is Victor Lucas, and this is my friend Johnny Millennium from the Happy Console Gamer Show. We bring you the latest in every single cool thing every single day. I screwed up the thing because you're here today.
I know, you do on your own, right? So you're doing good.
But it's all right. No, we know what we're doing today.
Absolutely, professionalism.
We're going to have an incredible show. We are shooting this live in our event space at the VFS Cafe, which is at 390 West Hastings in Vancouver, BC. So if you are in the area, please come on down and enjoy the show. We've got an incredible guest today. Mr. David Hayter is in the house.
Not me.
Solid Snake is here. We are so psyched to have him with us today. This is a very, very, very special episode of EP. And we know it's a little bit earlier, but there's something going on in the cafe space a little bit later, so we had to start a little bit earlier. We've got a rundown to get to and a couple of dedications. First of all, renewed member Jonathan McFowle. Thank you so much for your support, buddy. And Emilio Rivas said, "Oh my God, I found Vic Lucas again. I used to watch EP and Judgment Day on G4. Thanks for watching us right here on our YouTube channel. You rock. Let's get started with your rundown." Audiences are finally going to be able to live, die, and repeat again with a new Edge of Tomorrow. It looks like the long-in-development sequel to the 2014 Tom Cruise sci-fi movie is finally moving forward. Deadline reports Warner Brothers has brought in a new screenwriter to begin crafting the script with the hope of getting stars Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt back to reprise their roles, along with director Doug Liman back behind the camera. No word yet on where the story will go in the sequel, but we'll likely once again be seeing characters relive the same day over and over again as they battle alien invaders. The first film received rave reviews, but struggled at the domestic box office, only to be saved by more favorable numbers in China, becoming one of the first big U.S. hits in that country. Warner Brothers is obviously hoping for the same success the second time around, and I think, with Mission Impossible Fallout doing so well and Tom Cruise in the news that he's got his partnership with McCoy to do a couple more Mission Impossible movies, I think, the stars are aligning now for Tom Cruise movies to be big. He's got the new Top Gun movie, too.
And also the thing is, we did Battle Angel, our review on that.
Yeah.
And I said, and you said, it's probably the best adaptation from a comic manga into a live-action movie.
Yeah.
And everybody was going, no, that Die Rinse and Repeat or whatever is up there.
The title screwed everybody up, though.
Yeah, and then they changed it again, then they changed it back.
They're both so generic, and it's so easy to forget the titles, but not the movie. The movie's incredible.
The movie's really good until the end.
Oh, I love that movie.
The ending is a little weak, but it's good.
Something about Doug Liman, too. He's one of the most underappreciated and underrated directors out there. Just his, he did Swingers and Go and the First Born movie. His breadth and his ability is unbelievable.
That movie was incredible, doing the same day over and over and over again and getting further into it was amazing.
And Cruise is awesome in that. All right, Bungie has split with Activision, but that hasn't stopped them from moving forward with Destiny. They've unveiled Season of the Drifter, the 6th season of new content for Destiny 2. The biggest addition is a new mode called Gambit Prime, which is a modified version of the existing Gambit PvP and PvE mode, but with shorter matches and new class-based weapons to collect. 2 new maps are also on the way, along with a new event called The Reckoning, where players will be able to earn exclusive armor. Bungie is also modifying the game's microtransaction system, making it simpler to buy specific items instead of in randomized collections. This should make some fans happy, although the simplified approach might also encourage more people to just cave and buy what they want rather than earning it. Whatever fans think, this is the first big batch of new Destiny content since Bungie announced their split with publisher Activision, so everyone will be paying very close attention to see what effect this might have on the game going forward. The new season begins rolling out this month, and
I think they already had this in the works.
Yes.
I want them to go to Destiny 3 now and kind of start fresh.
Really?
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, what they've been saying is that they're just going to stay with Destiny 2, and they're going to learn from all of these content rollouts, and they're going to stay with this for a long time.
But the problem is a lot of people have already dropped off Destiny. They're playing other games. They need to be enticed back now that they have splits.
Yes.
Everybody will go into Destiny 3, be a lot more excited for it.
We're going to be talking about Anthem in a little bit here, but the Division 2 is also out there, so looter shooters are all over the damn place.
And some of them are free.
And some and then there's also
yes.
the Battle Royale. So it's like the battle of Battle Royale games and the battle of looter shooter games. Video game companies think we have nothing but time.
I know.
We can just stay in these things forever and ever and ever, you know? It's going to be interesting because we're going to talk about Destiny as well as Anthem into our
and
Anthem
even
discussion.
Star Online.
Yeah, okay. All right. I wish Bungie well with whatever they're going to try with this.
I absolutely do. Now that they're doing this on their own.
Yeah, I really do. All right. With the rise of games as service, the games as service model, don't let anyone tell you that there isn't demand for single-player games. Sony and developer Guerrilla Games have announced that their 2017 single-player adventure Horizon Zero Dawn has now sold more than 10 million copies worldwide. I think we owe them a round of applause. That's a huge accomplishment, man. It's especially when you consider that the game is exclusive to just one platform, the PlayStation 4, and it was released in the same week as an even bigger single-player game, Nintendo's The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Remember we did a head-to-head?
Yeah, head-to-head, and everyone got mad at us. Well, we did say Breath of the Wild was the superior game.
Yes.
But
still, Horizon was incredible.
What a great week that was.
Amazing, yeah.
Unbelievable.
I still have a numb butt from that week. This is a big win for Sony, and alongside other single-player hits like God of War and Insomniac's Spider-Man, it shows that the company isn't shying away from single-player narrative-driven experiences. Looking ahead, Guerrilla Games hasn't announced their next project, although a Horizon sequel or new Killzone on the PlayStation 5 would be pretty cool. Just saying. Are you surprised that Horizon did as well as it did?
I am. I thought it would do really well because there's a lot of people skeptical of this game, and then they played it and they're like, "Oh my god, this is absolutely incredible."
I was one of those.
Were you really?
Yeah, because I kept seeing it at all these Sony events, at E3s and at PlayStation, exclusive things, and I was like, "That looks okay," but then.
Did it look? What was the problem with it? Did it look? I thought the graphics stuck me in right away. And
the graphics were cool,
yeah, characters
but
were interesting.
I think that the industry tends to lean on killing robots a lot, and so it doesn't surprise you that often when you see that you're going to go killing robots. It's a safe choice, and I think it was a T-rated game. I don't think it was an M-rated game. So,
but it was the story that sucks you in.
Yeah, and the mechanics were amazing, and it just felt like, wow, this is way more ambitious and cooler.
I'm blown away. 10 million copies.
Yeah,
really?
I know.
Unbelievable.
And we're about to talk about all these streaming platforms, and trying to open up the audience to as many people as possible. So it kind of feels like when you think about that number, you think, how many more could they have sold if PlayStation was available on any other platform?
Just like Xbox is doing right now.
Exactly, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, this is going to be the new kind of formula that we're all going to be doing in our heads as we look at these titles. Console exclusives.
I still can't get over Xbox doing games on every other console.
I know. I know. It's ambitious.
Yeah.
It's
see if it works out.
Sega-esque.
Yeah.
All right. This year, the Pokemon franchise is getting the new game Sword and Shield and the live-action movie Detective Pikachu, and now a third new adventure is on the way. The Pokemon Company has unveiled Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution, the first CGI animated movie in the franchise. It will explore the origin story of Mewtwo, similar to the plot of the first Pokemon animated movie back in 1999, although with computer animation instead of traditional hand-drawn animation. That hits theaters in Japan this summer. I'm excited as anybody else for Pokemon stuff, but I think
Detective Pikachu, it looks amazing.
It does look fun.
At first, I was looking at that movie, I'm like, I don't know. And then all of a sudden, Ryan Reynolds is doing the voice, and every trailer, I'm like, oh my god, I have to see this movie.
It's so self-aware, but
yeah.
But the animated stuff, I've never really sat down and watched all of that stuff. I was too old for that stuff.
Yeah,
Did you watch
I watched that stuff back in the day. Yeah, I was a little bit older. I was in film school here at the time.
You loved anime though.
I loved anime, and Pokemon was brand new at the time. And I was kind of enjoying the cartoon a little bit and all that.
Yeah.
But I did feel at that time it was for a younger audience. But over time, I kind of grew up with it. Yeah.
This is going to be. It's amazing because we're talking about something that's been around for 25 years, but it just keeps reinventing itself and finding new ways to access people, and it's going to be incredibly exciting.
It's a brilliant, fun little world, and anybody can play it. A young kid can play it.
Yes.
Adults can play it.
Yeah,
as
and
well.
you like the Let's Go game, just like I did.
Yeah, my wife was totally addicted to it.
Yeah.
Played it every single day.
I played it with my kid, and she loved it.
See, it's for everybody.
It really is.
Yeah.
Just like this show, it's for everybody.